NFC North. This is a very compelling division where the Bears entered Sunday, leading the North, taking on Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers, is he going to play or isn't he? Do we really have to pixel out the bird? I don't think it's going to upset anybody. Whatever. He's out with a left wrist fracture. 7-7. Bears backed up into the shadow. Caleb Williams is going to be sacked by T.J. Watt. Tries to get rid of the football. Instead, Nick Herbig pounces on it. It's a touchdown. Meanwhile, his brother J.J. is on the call and watches his brother pass him for all-time sacks.
I mean, if he's going to pass my record, that's one hell of a way to do it. With a strip sack causing a touchdown. Good for you, TJ.
He doesn't mean it. Just talking to Tim about the way brothers fight. But got to have a whole lot of pride in seeing his brother do that. So it's a 14-7 game, not for long. The rookie from Michigan, Colston Loveland, on a 3rd and 5. Ties it up at 14. Under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. This is a tremendous play. Connor Hayward gets the snap. It's not a tush-push. He hands to Kenneth Gainwell. Plays reviewed. The call's reversed because Gainwell's actually out of bounds before he gets in. So if you thought he had the touchdown and you had a fantasy scenario, Jalen Warren gets the touchdown. But again, I love the play design. Snap to Hayward, hand off, and it leads to that touchdown. 21-14 is the score at the half. Bears get a field goal, middle of the third, and we've got a bust. DJ Moore is all alone.
I like turtles.
Jack Sawyer had jumped, so it was a free play, and it's now 24-21. Mason Rudolph here sacked by Montez Sweat. He ends up diving on the football. Tremendous play from Sweat to force it, and then ultimately as the ball's rolling all over the place, he jumps on it. Bears possession following the turnover. Kyle Monangai from the 2. The Rutgers rookie makes it 31-10, so the rookies are contributing in big ways for the Bears. We're more than halfway through the 4th. 3rd and goal. Mason Rudolph hits Pat Freiermuth, and Pittsburgh cuts it to a 3-point game. They get the ball back late, and with Chris Boswell's range on 4th and 6, they don't need a ton of yardage to give him a chance to tie it. But here, Jaquan Brisker gets his hand on the ball, and that means that Ben Johnson, in his first year as a head coach, gets to lead a happy group of men and chanting together.
Hell yeah! Man, I tell you what, it takes a village. It takes a village. And I'm talking about players, I'm talking about coaches, I'm talking about training staff, I'm talking about everybody in this building. Credit to you guys, that's number 8. Yes, sir. That's number 8, all right? Good, better, bad! Good, better, bad! Never let it rest! Never let it rest! Good gets better! See, good gets better! And you better gets better! And you better gets better! Bears on 3, 1, 2, 3, Bears!
As I said, happy bunch of Bears. Meanwhile, at the best venue in the sport, that's Lambeau, Green Bay. Trailing Minnesota, but not for long. Jordan Love, Dontavian Wicks plowing towards the goal line. No Josh Jacobs in this one. Emmanuel Wilson made the most of his opportunity as he went for over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Pack takes the lead there. They would not give it up. They are up 10-6 now, and the punt ends up bouncing into returner Miles Price. Zane Anderson on it for the Packers. That is a critical error there. And Wilson, did he get in? He did. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. So it's 17-6. J.J. McCarthy was kind of in hell in this game. He was under duress throughout. Here, able to just barely escape the end zone. Devontae Wyatt there on the sack. They would punt. Packers get a field goal. Now McCarthy here gets hit by Rashawn Gary, and that sends the ball fluttering in the direction of Isaiah McDuffie. An absolutely dominating performance. Minnesota had 10 first downs and under 150 yards of offense. 23-6. McCarthy again airmails Jalen Naylor, and it's picked by Evan Williams. Jeff Hafley is loving that. Packers, whoa, that's skull chant right in your eye hole. you do it, we're going to do it back to you. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jameis Winston experience.
We outside, but we inside. Come on. We outside, but we inside. Come on. I want everybody to go outside of their boundaries and do whatever it takes to pull a win. Come on.
We're outside, but we're inside. Here we are in a scoreless game, and the Giants, they were in their bag. Devin Singletary back to Winston. Wan'Dale Robinson is all alone. Mike Kafka. I mean, there's really no harm at this point if you're a Giant. Let him hang. Air it out. Touchdown, G-Men, 7-0. They lead. Second quarter, it's 17-7. Jahmyr Gibbs has speed you can see. Like, is anyone catching him? Well, actually, somebody could have, and they did. The answer was yes. But then, very next play, is anyone catching him? Well, he's catching this, and then that's 6. Gibbs and the Lions trail at the break 20-17. Giants get tricky again. Gunnar Olszewski looking to fire to Winston. He's got the first down. He's stiff-arming and spinning and finger rolling.
The G-Man.
We're outside, but we're inside. Jameis said, throw me the ball. He's the second quarterback since 1950 to throw and catch a touchdown of 30 or more yards in the same game. Giants lead by 10. That, unfortunately for them this year, is their kryptonite. Next Lions possession. 2nd and 5. Gibbs through the defense. And again I ask, is anyone catching him? This time the answer is no. 27-24, and there's tons of time left. Under 3 to go. Giants, I get it, because if you get a field goal, then you're only up 6 and a touchdown would beat you. But then a field goal couldn't tie you. Theo Johnson was the intended receiver. Rock Yassin breaks it up. So now a field goal can tie this game. It's Goff to Gibbs. They're in field goal range. We're outside, but we're inside. It's a good thing we're inside, because from 59, this ball's knuckleballing all over the place. Jake Bates' 59-yarder is true. We go to overtime, tied at 27. First play of overtime. Gibbs. He had 264 scrimmage yards. He's the second Lions player in history with multiple 45-yard rushing touchdowns. Take a guess who's the other. I mean, you could guess Billy Sims. If you're young, you don't know who that is. Barry Sanders was the other. 7-point lead. But you get a chance to answer. The Giants, 4th and 5. Jameis got to get rid of it. Instead, Aiden Hutchinson sacks him, and the Lions survive. Now, Malik Neighbors injured his knee earlier this year. I'm going to paraphrase all this. I'm just going to say basically he didn't like the play calling. He didn't run it and make him burn timeouts. They didn't kick the field goal. All right, that's just math. That's the new math, right? Because you don't want to be up 6, because if you're up 6, then a touchdown could beat you. But then again, a field goal couldn't tie you. Let's try to make sense of all this. Tim Hasselbeck, one final thought on the day as it relates to the North. The Bears' record's what it is, and they lead the division. Where are you in them?
Yeah, listen, I want to give them credit for winning the games that are on their schedule, and their quarterback has definitely improved. So Ben Johnson in year 1, give credit where it's due. He's done a good job with them. That being said, they have one win this season over a team that has a winning record.
Who was that?
That was today against the Mason Rudolph-led Pittsburgh Steelers. So I do think you have to be cautious when you're talking about who they beat, when they beat them, and who was playing quarterback when they beat them.
Their remaining 3 road games, at Philly, at Green Bay, at San Francisco. They have Cleveland there in the middle in Soldier Field, and they've also got Green Bay coming in. Now, we keep saying this, and I'm sure Bear fans are like, how long are you going to withhold praise? No one's withholding praise. I think it's context, and it's important. But in the grand scheme of this division, we saw a tremendous defensive performance out of Green Bay, and Detroit figures out a way to steal one in a game they could have lost against the Giants, but didn't. Who do you like best in the North?
I do like Detroit because, one, I think their quarterback is playing better. They get explosive plays by the guys that they have in their offense. I think defensively they're still really talented. And when you look at some of their losses, they've been games that they've been in. And so, look, I don't think there's a perfect team in it. But just go back to Detroit's game last week. It was really windy against Philadelphia. They were super aggressive on fourth down. That came back to bite them. I think they're a better team. And when you look at the difficulty of schedule for a lot of these teams going in, it could easily be Bears, Lions, Week 18 for the division.
Meanwhile, Green Bay, according to ESPN Bet, has the best odds at the moment.
That tie is maybe the one thing that you don't account for how much it could help.
Understood. How Thanksgiving in your place? I'm not inviting
my
myself.
Place,
how
place.
How big a crew?
The crew's not too big. So if you did want to come, you could come. Or if you wanted to send your kids.
I'm not inviting because you guys have like pumpkin pie?
Yeah, we do a little pumpkin pie.
Do you like
squares.
pumpkin pie? Pumpkin pie sucks.
Once a year, maybe. Once a year, pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie sucks. If it was any good, people would. You wouldn't. If it was any good, would you only have it once a year? No. In July, your mom would say, "Hey, here's a delicious pumpkin pie." You know why she doesn't do that? Because pumpkin pie sucks.
You know what's underrated?
What's that?
Pretzel Jello.
What's that?
Pretzel Jello.
What the hell is that?
You'll have to check it out.
I almost said, what the is that? The podcast, I'm going to cost 1,000% on here, but you can't pixelate that. My producer's like, could you stop talking? Have a